Hello my fellow gamers, Gamer Dude back once again, bringing you some more informative gaming news. But before we begin, y'all know the routine, or at least I hope you do by now. If you aren't new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. It also adds the video to the YouTube algorithm and gets my channel out there. So yeah, please do that. Anyway, today we are talking about a serious issue, and that is the recent UK age verification law that came into effect on the 25th of July. Now, if you live in America or most of Europe, this does not affect you. It is mostly primarily for the UK. And because of this, game developers like Rockstar Games and other developers are having to comply with the new strict internet laws. So anything 18 plus, anything adult content that has adult content in it, like violent video games, anything with sexual content, pornographic websites, things like that, they are all now essentially under a countrywide parental block. You will need to verify your age in order to access such websites, and video game developers are now having to follow suit. Now, in my research into this, I've found out that Rockstar Games are one of the companies gearing up to add age verification methods into games like Grand Theft Auto. Following the UK's implementation of the Online Safety Act, sites such as Reddit, Twitter, and Xbox are having to put in this age verification, and its users are having to basically say, yes, I am 18, and not just tick a box anymore. I mean, I have already been blocked from Twitter because I was following a few unsavory types, let's say, and I didn't want to verify my age due to data security and whatnot. That's just my personal opinion on it, data security on my part, and they blocked my account. And the same thing is happening to a bunch of other people. A lot of other people are having their social media accounts blocked because they refuse to do the verifications. Now, because of this, virtual private networks in the UK are becoming the norm. They are gaining huge popularity in the UK, and I'll come back to that in a little bit. But some gamers have joked GTA 6 will be censored or even banned in certain regions due to this new law. Now, that really wouldn't surprise me, because a couple of years ago, South Park: The Stick of Truth did something very similar. Now, in Europe, the game was censored in certain parts. It came up with a funny little image on the screen due to censorship laws, blah, blah, blah. This scene cannot be seen, and it just describes it on text on screen instead of showing it in game. People are afraid that something similar is going to happen with games like Grand Theft Auto, Assassin's Creed, and just anything that features violence, really. Violence, sexual content, anything like that, they are afraid it's going to happen. Now, the law did pass in 2023, but it only came into effect this week. In the short time of being active, it has already been heavily criticised for various reasons, such as privacy concerns, and other European countries are currently testing age verification before a wider rollout. These countries include France, Spain, Italy, and Denmark. More are expected to follow suit, so if you're in the United States, start worrying. Now, according to a Rockstar Games insider data miner, Tez2, Rockstar are officially working on age verification for their games like Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Redemption 2 to abide by the new law. The reputable data miner states that age assurance checks will be coming in the near future, but no time frame has been given. The verification will also be rolled out by region depending on the laws. You will now need to pass age verification in order to access GTA Online and Red Dead Online, as there are text strings saying verify your age to access these services, and you must meet the minimum age requirements in order to access them. Now, in some ways I do kind of agree with this, but I also don't agree with this, because it is not down to the adult well, technically it is, but you'll see what I'm saying in a minute. It is not the people who are of age. We are not at fault. It is the parents of the children who are playing these games that are at fault. Just because their negligence has allowed their child to be exposed to this or to play this or to watch this doesn't mean the rest of the country should be punished for it. We have now become a nanny state. It is that simple. We are a nanny state. Everything we do is dictated and now monitored by the government. And it is sincerely ridiculous. Now, it could also just restrict certain access to certain features. In text strings found by Tez2, he can see what features will require you to be over 18 and what will need to be age verified. Now, how will this age verification work? Well, users, every time they load into such services, will be prompted to scan a QR code with their phone or visit the website to complete the age rating process in order to verify their age. Users in the UK have had to take photos of themselves and upload it to a service that uses AI to guess their age, or send in photos of IDs such as passports and driving licenses. Now, my passport is expired, my driving license is expired, and I don't want an AI to guess my age because, well, it might say, for example, that, oh, I look 17. It's like, I'm in my 30s, how the hell do I look 17? You see what I mean? AI isn't exactly reliable in those kind of things. And when it comes to uploading your actual identification like that, I don't want to do that. But yeah, it's like I say, it's not just games like Grand Theft Auto that will be affected, like Rockstar Games. Other developers are following suit, like Santa Monica Studios are following suit with God of War. Because God of War is extraordinarily violent, they will have to follow suit on it. There is some sexual references in God of War as well. Naughty Dog will have to follow suit with The Last of Us. Guerrilla Games with Horizon. Literally everybody. I could list them all off, but it is everybody. Anything with any form of violence or any sexual content or of any kind, and you're subject to these laws, unfortunately. Now, some age verification services have been easily tricked by, and this is hilarious, they've been tricked by using video game character model screenshots using games photo modes. Like Death Stranding 2, for example, a funny story on this. A gamer who's playing Death Stranding 2 went into the photo mode using Norman Reedus' face to trick the AI to let him onto a adult-rated website. And I find that absolutely hilarious because if games now are becoming that photorealistic that the person in the game looks like its real-world counterpart, then there's going to be some problems with this law. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, VPNs have now been used by many people in the UK. The surge in VPNs in the UK spiked. It was crazy how many people got VPNs when this law came in. Now, so far, this has been effective for most people wanting to dodge the age check process, though it is an arms race right now, and not all VPNs will work. Essentially, you're going to be paying top-tier money for a top-tier VPN, or if you spend a low amount of money on a basic VPN, it might not work. It might still ask you to do it, so you've wasted your money. Now, for Rockstar Games, this follows the removing of many features, like social features made on the Social Club. And it will take away the ability to view player profiles, and more things will be disabled as well. There's also something else that I learned, and it's not exactly a gaming thing, and it kind of does tie into gaming. That's why I'm mentioning it at the same time. Now, a lot of gamers like myself, if you're playing a game that you've played repeatedly, you might like to listen to a bit of music on Spotify, for example, through your console. Now, if you are a gamer on console, or even PC, you know that you can have Spotify installed on your PlayStation, Xbox, and PC and listen to music in the background. Yeah, unfortunately, not anymore. Because the age verification goes into Spotify as well. Because certain songs have naughty words in them, or the videos have naughty images in them. Yeah, that's why. Now, Spotify users have been outraged as the Online Safety Act puts the accounts at risk of actually being deleted, while Xbox confirms new rules to comply with the catastrophic law, and that's in Microsoft words, not mine. Many Spotify users have been left furious at the Online Safety Act, as well as many gamers, because it puts their accounts at risk of being deleted if they fail to verify their age. Now, keeping it in tune with gaming as well, will this happen to actual PlayStation and Xbox accounts? So as you log into your PlayStation and Xbox, you've got an account, right? You've got a PSN account or you've got an Xbox Live account. If you don't verify your age to PSN or Xbox Live, will your account be blocked? That's the big question here. Now, it's said this law has been brought into place to protect children and prevent them from accessing harmful content online. But again, as I mentioned earlier, it's negligence on the parent's part. You know, if a parent buys a kid an 18 rated game, then that's on them. It shouldn't be on the rest of the country to suffer for that. Much like if they're watching pornographic content. It's down to the parents to put in place child blockers for that sort of content. But they just don't do it. And now the entire country has been punished for it. Now, this doesn't come as a surprise, but the bill has received massive backlash from both adversary groups, politicians and members of the public, with the Reform UK leader Nigel Farage accusing the government of hiding behind children while attacking free speech and free press, basically. You know, it's just not right. Now, let me know what you guys think. Are you living in the UK? Will you be affected by this? Will it have a impact on you? Are you complying with the new laws? Are you finding ways around it? Are you one of the people that's downloaded a VPN? And if you're one of my European viewers or one of my American viewers, let me know what you think about it. Because for people in the UK, it is a major blow. Because me personally, I don't want to be uploading pictures of my photo ID. I mean, granted, they're both out of date, but if they were in date, I wouldn't want to upload that to an unsecure website, you know, just to verify my age, because data protection is very, you know, it's something I take very seriously. And that is a prime way for someone to do identity theft. You know, I hope I'm saying that right. But I'm sure you see what I mean. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a horrible idea? Are you thinking, wow, your country is definitely a nanny state, you need to get out? Or are you worried that if you're watching in America or anywhere in Europe, that this is going to happen to you? And what will you do about it? Because right now, the British public, we have no say in anything that goes on. You know, if the British government wanted to strictly ban all 18 plus related movies, TV shows and games, then they would do that and we wouldn't have a say. That's not something we get to vote on, that's something they do themselves. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. So I want to thank you all for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. This has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys.